Have you ever experienced the sensation of being like a leaf floating aimlessly on the river of life, carried away by the unseen currents of anxiety, fear, and uncertainty? How often have you longed to remain steadfast in the midst of these tempests, only to find yourself swaying before uncontrollable changes? At times, life appears to relentlessly test us, shaking the very beliefs we cherish the most. Yet, is there a means to confront everything without allowing it to disrupt the tranquility of our souls? Stoic philosophy, especially through the insights of Epictetus, provides us with a promising solution. In this increasingly intricate and stressful world, Stoic teachings are not merely abstract philosophical ideas. They serve as a guiding compass, aiding us in reclaiming our serenity regardless of the circumstances. Epictetus, once a slave who rose to become one of the most influential philosophers, imparted invaluable wisdom to humanity, which exists in the vast treasury of knowledge. He maintained that it is not the circumstances themselves, but rather our responses to them that shape our destiny. In this video, we will delve into the 10 fundamental principles that Epictetus bequeathed to us, principles that will empower you to stand unwavering like a rock amidst the turbulent sea of life, ensuring that nothing can unsettle you. Prepare yourself to embark on a transformative journey where you will unearth your inner strength, learn to master your emotions, and craft your own life's blueprint. These insights are not just relics from millennia ago, they are essential keys to living a resilient life, unyielding to any adversity. Let us begin. Principle 1. Acknowledge what you can control. In our lives, we frequently become entangled in matters that lie beyond our influence, events that occur, the treatment we receive from others, or even the thoughts and feelings of those around us. However, Epictetus, one of the foremost Stoic thinkers, taught us that the pathway to inner peace lies in clearly differentiating between what we can control and what we cannot. He believed that if we concentrate on what is within our reach, we can escape feelings of helplessness and despair when confronted with challenges. Consider this. Do we not often fret over issues that cannot be altered? We waste energy worrying about the future, fearing what has yet to unfold, or lamenting the past. But what benefit is there in squandering our energy on matters that are unchangeable? Instead, channel your focus toward what you can influence, your thoughts, your actions, and your responses to various situations. Jesus also emphasized the significance of releasing unnecessary worries. In the Sermon on the Mount, he stated, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will take care of itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." This profound statement resonates deeply with Stoic philosophy. Prioritize the present and concentrate on what you can do at this moment. A practical instance arises when you encounter a challenging situation at work, such as a failed project or criticism from a colleague. Instead of succumbing to negative emotions, you can opt to focus on your next steps, enhancing your skills, drawing lessons from the experience, or simply accepting the situation while maintaining a composed mindset. By honing in on what you can control, you will feel liberated. External distractions will no longer sway you. Instead, you will cultivate a robust inner strength. Epictetus famously stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that holds significance." Keep in mind that true strength lies not in attempting to alter the world around us, but in transforming ourselves, and this is something entirely within your grasp. Principle 2. Accept reality with composure. Have you ever encountered a situation that felt utterly beyond your control? The sensations of helplessness, anxiety, and fear can overwhelm your thoughts, rendering it impossible to find serenity. But what if I told you that the secret to overcoming those moments resides in embracing reality with a calm demeanor. Would you be open to this idea? In Stoic philosophy, accepting reality is not an act of capitulating to fate. It is a demonstration of inner fortitude. Epictetus, one of the most esteemed Stoic philosophers, asserted that our reactions to reality dictate the tranquility of our souls. Consider the life of Jesus Christ, who faced unimaginable hardships with poise and unwavering acceptance. Even in the face of betrayal, torture, and ultimately crucifixion, Jesus upheld his faith and inner tranquility. He embraced reality with compassion and forgiveness, becoming a beacon of love and patience amid suffering. Likewise, we can draw lessons from both him and Epictetus, understanding that accepting reality with composure not only aids us in finding serenity during difficult times, but also nurtures resilience and strength from within. In contemporary life, we often encounter obstacles such as job loss, relationship breakdowns, or unforeseen crises. Instead of allowing these circumstances to unsettle our minds, ask yourself, can I change this? If the answer is no, then accept it and redirect your energy to what you can control. For instance, when faced with a setback at work, instead of wallowing in feelings of inadequacy and worry, calmly evaluate the situation, acknowledge that it has occurred, and shift your focus toward improvement and learning from the experience. In this manner, you not only retain your composure, but also advance with increased confidence and resolve. Ultimately, accepting reality with a calm mindset is not a passive approach. It is a powerful and courageous action. It is how we attain genuine control over our lives and discover peace, even amidst the fiercest storms. Remember, no one can strip you of your peace unless you permit it. Now, let's progress to the third key on our journey to uncovering and unlocking our fullest potential. But prior to delving in, I have a question for you. Have you ever felt ensnared in a whirlwind of concerns about outcomes to the extent that you lose sight of the significance of your actions? During such moments, you may find solace in a vital principle of Stoic philosophy. Concentrate on the action, not the result. Principle 3. Concentrate on actions, not results. Picture a farmer who diligently tends to his garden each day with care and patience. He can pour his heart into watering, fertilizing, and nurturing each young plant, yet he cannot dictate the weather or other natural elements. Whether the harvest turns out to be plentiful or meager is beyond his influence. But does that imply that his efforts are futile? Certainly not, because what he can control is to fully engage in each action he undertakes, and that is the true value. Commit to the action and allow the outcome to unfold naturally. This is the invaluable wisdom that Stoicism offers. Jesus imparted a similar lesson in the Bible. But seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. When we focus on righteousness and good deeds, the results cease to be a source of anxiety, because when we have done our utmost, the remainder is left to God. In modern life, consider a swimmer gearing up for a significant competition. Regardless of his desire for victory, he cannot fully control the outcome. The sole aspect within his control is to concentrate on each stroke, each breath, and to invest his entire heart in the race. It is this focus on action that constitutes the key to his triumph. So what about you? Are you placing excessive pressure on the outcome to the extent that you overlook the importance of your actions? Can you release the worry about factors beyond your control and fully immerse yourself in the present moment? Allow Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus to remind you that as long as we remain true to our actions, the results, whatever they may be, will seamlessly integrate into our journey. Principle 4. Maintain inner peace amidst others' words. Have you ever felt your spirit unsettled by the words of others, be it criticism, hollow praise, or even unfounded rumors? In such moments, Stoic philosophy reminds us of a crucial principle: uphold your inner peace in response to the words of others. Envision a rock situated in the center of a stream. Regardless of how softly the water caresses it or how violently the waves crash against it, the rock remains resolute and unmoved. Our souls should embody that same firmness, unshaken by external words. While we cannot dictate what others say, we possess complete authority over how we interpret and respond to their words. Jesus also taught, "Love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you." This message serves not merely as a call for compassion, but also as a method for preserving inner tranquility. When we learn not to internalize negative remarks, refrain from retaliating, or avoid becoming ensnared in the cycle of resentment, we safeguard the peace that resides within us. In daily life, we frequently encounter situations where others' words can wound us. A colleague may casually criticize us, a friend may misinterpret our intentions, or a stranger may utter something that provokes irritation. In these instances, it is vital to remember that our worth is not contingent upon the words of others. How do you implement the principles of Stoic philosophy in your everyday life? Do you allow the words of others to dictate your inner state? Are you willing to release negative thoughts and cling to your inner peace? Share your experiences and insights in the comments. Principle 5. Do not allow emotions to control your thoughts. Have you ever found yourself allowing your emotions to lead you to decisions you later regretted? In moments of anger, anxiety, or fear, we often lose control, permitting emotions to dictate our thoughts and actions. This is when Stoic philosophy imparts an important lesson. Do not let emotions govern your thinking. This does not imply that we should deny our emotions, but rather that we must learn to master them, enabling us to think and act judiciously. Consider Oprah Winfrey, one of the most influential media figures globally. Oprah's life was far from simple. She faced a childhood filled with adversity, including poverty and abuse. With such wounds and negative emotions, it is easy to envision how she might have allowed them to dominate her life. However, rather than permitting these emotions to dictate her thoughts and actions, Oprah opted to confront them, master her feelings, and convert her painful experiences into sources of strength. Oprah once remarked, "Turn your wounds into wisdom." Instead of being burdened by her emotions, she learned to regulate them, focusing on personal development and establishing an extraordinarily successful media career. She has become a symbol of resilience and has inspired millions worldwide by demonstrating that emotional control is essential for unlocking a joyful and successful life. Jesus also spoke of mastering emotions. In Matthew 5:39, he stated, "If anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to them the other cheek as well." This teaching encourages us to temper the natural impulse of anger and respond with patience and calm. So, do you allow your emotions to dictate your thoughts and behaviors? Can you learn to pause, take a deep breath, and reflect before acting? Allow Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus to help you achieve a balance between emotion and reason. By doing so, you will live a life not swayed by emotional tides, but guided by serenity and wisdom, enabling you to make sound and appropriate choices in every circumstance. We extend our heartfelt gratitude and congratulations to you for reaching the midpoint of today's video. Your presence here signifies that you are fully prepared for this journey. Now let us shift our focus to the remaining 5 principles that will support you in your ongoing path towards self-enhancement. Principle 6. Learn to release unnecessary burdens. Have you ever felt encumbered by unnecessary aspects of life? Worries, relationships that no longer fulfill a purpose, or possessions that you've not utilized in ages? Stoic philosophy teaches us an essential principle. Learn to let go of what is superfluous. This principle encompasses more than just clearing physical space. It involves liberating your mind and spirit from intangible weights. Epictetus, one of the most distinguished Stoic thinkers, reminded us that true freedom does not arise from accumulating more, but from the ability to release what no longer contributes value to our lives. When we cling to what is unnecessary, we not only clutter our lives with trivialities, but also constrain our ability to embrace new and meaningful opportunities. Examine the life of Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. Jobs was renowned for his minimalist lifestyle. From his attire to his work habits, he believed that eliminating the unnecessary would clarify the mind and enable a focus on what truly matters. This philosophy not only facilitated the creation of groundbreaking products, but also allowed him to lead a purpose-driven life. In our everyday experiences, we can observe that clinging to too many things not only impedes personal growth, but also generates unnecessary stress and fatigue. Some individuals may hold on to a job they no longer find fulfilling due to fear of change. Others might retain items they no longer use, believing they may need them in the future. However, the reality is that the more we cling to the unnecessary, the more we forfeit our freedom to appreciate what genuinely matters. Let the teachings of Stoic philosophy and Jesus guide you on a journey toward a simpler, yet more meaningful existence, where only what is truly significant is cherished in your heart. So, are you prepared to release the unnecessary burdens in your life? Can you discover freedom and tranquility by letting go of trivial attachments? Principle 7. Cultivate steadfastness and patience. Consistency and patience are fundamental virtues that a Stoic philosopher must embody to achieve inner tranquility and confront all of life's challenges. Epictetus, one of the eminent Stoic philosophers, reminded us that consistency in thought, not allowing external circumstances to disturb us, is the cornerstone for maintaining patience and overcoming obstacles. Consistency goes beyond merely enduring adversity. It encompasses steadfastly holding on to core beliefs and values. In today's world, we often find ourselves swept up in the whirlwind of work, relationships, and material aspirations. How can we maintain a steady mindset amidst these temptations and challenges? It is consistency that serves as our guiding light through the darkness, illuminating what we must pursue and what we should disregard. Patience is the ability to accept the passage of time as part of the developmental process. We can draw inspiration from the example of Jesus Christ, who patiently faced all suffering and challenges without wavering in his mission. Patience is not a passive quality. It is an active endeavor of awaiting positive outcomes through diligent preparation and faith in a greater plan. A contemporary analogy can be found in the journey of marathon runners. They cannot reach the finish line instantaneously, but must progress step by step, patiently surmounting each phase, regardless of fatigue or discomfort. This mirrors how we must exercise patience and consistency in life, gradually overcoming difficulties to achieve our ultimate objectives. Are you ready to embody consistency and patience in your life? Can you maintain your faith like Jesus Christ and confront challenges with an unwavering mind like Epictetus? Remember, success is not born of impatience, but emerges from perseverance and the capacity to await good fortune. We have just examined the significance of consistency and patience, key components that fuel success and personal development. Now we seek to introduce you to another powerful instrument for fostering inner balance and serenity, living in harmony with nature. We are part of the natural whole, Let us strive to coexist harmoniously with its processes. We shall continue to uncover the profound power of living in alignment with nature in the subsequent section of this video. Principle 8. Coexist with nature and its laws. Nature and its laws are not confined solely to the physical world around us, the mountains, rivers, or lush forests, but also encompass the continuous flow of time, the shifting of seasons, and the immutable laws of existence, such as birth and death. When we resist these laws, we only invite suffering upon ourselves. However, if we learn to accept and align with them, we will discover freedom within our souls. Ask yourself, why do we fret over matters that lie beyond our control? When we attempt to manage the unchangeable, such as death, aging, or loss, we inadvertently thrust ourselves into a spiral of dissatisfaction and anguish. For instance, ponder the life cycle of a tree. It begins as a tiny seed, blossoms, and eventually sheds its leaves, concluding its life cycle with tranquility. Trees do not lament the passage of time, nor resist storms or death. They simply exist and accept their fate. Likewise, we should aspire to live like trees, wholeheartedly embracing each moment and accepting the natural laws of existence. Both Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus Christ encourage us to find peace in accepting and harmonizing with nature, as this is the route to genuine freedom. Ultimately, ask yourself, are you living in harmony with nature? Are you prepared to accept change and the unchangeable principles of existence without resistance? If you are ready, leave a comment stating "living in harmony with nature" to demonstrate your commitment to transformation, and let us discuss how we can apply Stoic philosophy to cultivate a more beautiful life. Principle 9. Recognize the temporality of everything. Acknowledging that everything is fleeting is not a pessimistic viewpoint. Rather, it empowers us to live fully in each moment without being constrained by unnecessary ambitions or anxieties. When we accept that all joy, sorrow, and even our own lives are transient, we will uncover inner peace, enabling us to overcome fears and apprehensions. Reflect on the small joys of daily life: a serene morning, a delightful meal, or cherished moments with loved ones. These instances may be brief, but grasping their transitory nature allows us to treasure them even more. Have you ever felt remorse when something pleasant concludes? This indicates an attachment to the temporary. However, if we learn to release and embrace the ephemeral aspects of life, we will attain genuine freedom. Jesus also conveyed, "Do not accumulate treasures on earth, where moths and vermin destroy, and where thieves break in and steal." This saying profoundly embodies the Stoic principle of impermanence, reminding us not to hold too tightly to material possessions or status, as these things are inherently fleeting. In contemporary life, we can easily overlook the transient nature of everything, particularly when we face pressures from work, family, and personal aspirations. Yet, remembering that everything is temporary can liberate us from the cycle of stress and allow us to find peace within ourselves. How can you incorporate this principle into your daily life? Can you release anxieties regarding the future and live fully in the present? Finally, bear in mind that, like all things in life, both challenges and joys will eventually pass. This understanding will empower us to lead a more meaningful life, filled with less worry and a heart brimming with gratitude. Principle 10. View everything from a wider perspective. In life, we often become ensnared in minor details, stressful situations, or fleeting emotions, which can lead us to lose our equilibrium and forget that every event is merely a fragment of a larger tapestry. Trivial disagreements, unintended hurtful comments, or even setbacks in our work or relationships can easily distract us from the broader context of life. However, If we can take a step back, detach ourselves from the daily whirlwind, and observe things from a wider viewpoint, we will recognize the temporary and trivial nature of many aspects of life. Current challenges, even if they feel monumental, will ultimately fade away. Fleeting joys, while providing momentary happiness, will not endure indefinitely. Contemplate a particular issue you are currently facing. Does it genuinely matter when you consider the broader landscape of your life? Will it still trouble you a month, a year, or 10 years from now? If you take a moment to reflect on these questions, you may come to realize that many of your present concerns are simply minor inconveniences that, over time, will diminish in significance. This is the strength of adopting a wider perspective, a vantage point that enables us to escape the confines of fleeting emotions and concentrate on what is truly important. For a practical illustration, when confronted with setbacks in your work or a relationship, rather than dwelling on negative sentiments, you have the option to perceive it as an opportunity for growth and learning. We cannot govern everything that transpires in our lives, but we can dictate our reactions. Stoic philosophy often teaches that life is an extensive journey, and every event is just a small step along the way. Each step, whether challenging or painful, offers us a chance to progress and become stronger. So, have you ever considered viewing your life from a broader perspective? When you do, you will realize that the concerns causing you distress today are simply minor ripples in the vast ocean of existence. Temporary storms will not capsize your vessel if you know how to navigate and remain true to your course. What truly matters is not evading the storms, but mastering how you traverse them, maintaining composure, and continuing to advance. It is this perseverance that will guide you to the shores of tranquility, where today's hardships will become distant memories, replaced by peace and growth. As we conclude our exploration of the 10 Stoic principles articulated by Epictetus, we hope you have discovered within them the seeds of inner peace and resilience. These principles are not just abstract philosophical teachings, but essential guides to assist you in confronting life's challenges without feeling overwhelmed. Life is perpetually filled with storms and trials, but the critical aspect is not to evade them, but to face and conquer them. Stoic philosophy imparts that happiness and tranquility do not stem from controlling everything around us, but from mastering ourselves. Remember, nothing can genuinely affect you unless you allow it. Epictetus endowed us with principles not only to navigate life, but to live with resilience, mindfulness, and serenity. The lessons gleaned from Stoic philosophy can serve as a sturdy foundation on your journey, aiding you in maneuvering through challenges without sacrificing your inner peace. Thus, incorporate these principles into your daily life so that, come what may, you can remain steadfast like a rock amid the turbulent sea of existence, untouched by the storms. If you found this video enjoyable, please comment 1 to indicate your approval. If not, comment 0 so we can make prompt improvements to enhance the content and elevate its quality. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, ensuring you don't miss upcoming videos on Stoic living and personal development.